Looking good, looking good.
Brought to you by Epic Adventure Outfitters.
Hey man, what are you doing?
I am currently hooking up the to-go shifters.
To-go shifters.
They allow you to go.
The to-go shifters?
Yeah.
How fast are we gonna go? That's the question.
Speed limit. You know you're getting somewhere when the headlight goes back in the car. Or I put it in so I could feel better about this job. Goes to pin 55 in the C1 connector.
Sorry, what pin was that?
55.
Pin 55, thank you.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeesh.
Where's the other one go?
You troglodyte. What's wrong?
What?
We are upgrading the PCM to an older PCM in order to run the Demon motor, and that requires swapping out the main PCM connector to a different version, and that requires cutting and re-crimping every single one of these wires into a new connector.
Simple 15-minute job.
Simple, about 25-minute job on a good day. Realistically, a couple hours.
I decided to put the drain cock on the tank for the supercharger in the corner that you can't get to because the pump is in the way.
Okay. Because we don't have enough cameras. Paul's got a camera. I have Casey's camera. We have security cameras. Everything's filming. Document, document, document. That's what my lawyer always told me.
You have a lawyer?
Always have a lawyer and a forklift. Two things. We're going to start dumping fluids in this. You'll notice I'm over here putting coolant in instead of over at the rad. That's because first we're going to fill a whole different container full of coolant that's at the back of the motor. You saw us put that in earlier. I don't know how much coolant's going to go in this, but I imagine it's at least as much as 3 Civics, maybe 4. The coolant that our lovely assistant Vanna Mike is going to dump in here. It is going to run its way through the supercharger, probably a bit through the intercooler, and a whole bunch all the way down to the other side, which we have a bleeder screw at the top of that tank. So hopefully when we finally get enough in it, it'll spit enough on the floor to tell us to stop pouring. You've poured coolant before, haven't you, Mike?
Yeah, once or twice.
This isn't your first coolant pouring. So with this one, it's a significant difference from the last 392 build, being as we put a Demon motor in this thing. So starting at the back, we have this custom-made coolant tank, and this is auxiliary coolant for the intercooler and supercharger. It also has the coolant pump from the TRX is mounted up in here using all quick connects. We have then run that all the way front, so it's all wired. We have all the coolant lines wrapped in protective sheathing from heat and everything else. We wrapped the entire exhaust this time to help with heat dissipation, because with a supercharged engine, you're always an uphill battle of dissipating heat. So we did it all the way to the front. We would also do this on a 392 or 426 if you had belly skid plates. We put a beefier fuel pump in this that, to my knowledge, has 2 fuel pumps in one. We had to have the factory drive shaft shortened and rebalanced in order to fit, just to move it around. It's not the permanent thing, because I'm pretty sure if I try hard enough, I can break this. We may still do that. We have all the factory skid plates and crossbars are still in here. We have what looks like a new aluminum shield that is going to help prevent heat going to the gas tank from the exhaust. That wasn't there last time. We have also added oil cooler, so it's split off from where the oil filter is. So it'll go into the rad and help cool the oil for the engine. And how could I possibly forget that we have this beautiful 95 series ZF transmission out of a Trackhawk in this thing now. So that can definitely handle the power we're gonna try and put through it. They also replaced, like last time, they also replaced the pan with a steel pan, probably from a Power Wagon or something. So it doesn't have like a plastic pan when it gets here. This one has like special America's Most Wanted billet mounting bracket that keeps the transmission to the engine on this one. That looks really skookum. So in here is where all the fun stuff happens, where all the suck, squeeze, bang, and blow. Suck, squeeze, bang, and blow.
Cool.
This is the Demon motor, supercharged. You can actually see a little Demon right there, of course. That's why people buy it. It was that little piece right there. Besides that motor, a lot of things are all the same as last time. We still have, you know, the washer fluid and the coolant moved over here. We have an updated rad. The air box is still here with the PCM, the cold air intake and everything. Things that have changed, we now have an intercooler in between our condenser and radiator. We then have coolant running all the way back to that tank we showed you earlier in that pump. And that pumps through this massive supercharger here because we're trying to take heat out of this so that the air that's pounding through the motor can be colder. Heat is our enemy. Fitment on this is almost the same. It is a little tighter on some areas because they have a lot larger valve covers and the engine sits up taller and there's more pieces and more hoses going on, but for the most part, it still fits in pretty nicely. So now, after playing with a lot of computer sections, we've now, working with AMW, programmed the transmission. We have eliminated the electronic power steering in the system. We have disabled it. We have set the throttle. So I guess the question we're all asking is, Landon, does it start? Right. Ho, ho, ho. It's angry. Lots to do to this. We've got to bleed all the cooling systems, top up all the fluids, take it for some casual drives, go through the data logging, go through a couple tunes for the break-in. But just so you guys know, it fired right up. You'll have to wait till the next video to see how it drives.
Thanks for doing those little revs for me. How much did that cost?
I'll send you the invoice.
Send me the invoice.
Looking for an epic Jeep? Give us a call.
Hey guys, Sean here from The Story Till Now. As you guys know, Epic Adventure Outfitters is one of the biggest supporters of our whole adventure crew. Me, Casey, and Teddy all get our crazy stuff like Hemi swaps and lift kits, everything done here. Everything that Epic carries is top end and it's all tested by the Ginger and his crew. This includes the Epic Kraken air inflation system, things like trailhead deflators, metal cloak and Rebel off-road parts, Epic swag, and more. All of this is available on the new Epic online store at epic-4wd.com. We ship all over Canada and the United States. And if you click on the link in the description, it actually helps support my channel and my adventures, which I appreciate. Check it out, guys.